So this is going to be a love reading for the sign that is selected from this deck of cards. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I just felt that it was time to do a little love relationship check-in for the zodiac signs. The last time that I did one of these series was about a month ago, so I figured that it was a good time to do it. And we will be checking in with the love relationship department for you guys and see what comes through. If you were able to get any information, meaning, insight, perspective from this reading, please press the little thumbs up button on the video and like it. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you there. There's no time frame for this reading. So from the moment that I post it on into the future, whenever it comes through and you feel guided to watch it, hopefully you get a message out of it. I've already done 2 of them, the Gemini and the Scorpio. So if you are interested in any of those signs, take a look at that video or those videos. All right, so we have the sign of Virgo coming through today. So we are welcoming in the Virgo energy. So anyone with strong Virgo placements, thank you so much for being here. And if you're cross-watching for Virgo, thank you for being here as well. All right, so let's see what comes through today for the Virgos. So we are going into the Virgo personal energy as it relates to where they stand currently within the love relationship department. And then we are also going to check out Virgo's person and see where they are in the love relationship department. And then just go deeper into the reading and get some details. You are my first reading of the day. I wanted to get one done before I go about the rest of my day. So hopefully you enjoy it. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Just going to get into the energy. Virgo. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of love, heartfelt relationship. I'm seeing white. I don't know, that's just because of Virgo, but like the purity that the Virgo brings here. So purity of heart as it relates to love, relationship. If someone is coming from a pure, heartfelt place. Seems delicate at the same time, delicate, fragile, special, but also a little seductive and alluring, I'm feeling. Okay, let's see what it is. It feels good. Whoever I'm picking up on, whether it's the Virgo, their person, very sensual. What is the Virgo energy as it relates to their current relationship love situation at this time, please? Yes. Oh my God. The messages are coming through. This is the exact card I was feeling. See the white, the purity, also the seduction and the sensuality there. There is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like darkness, but coming through as purity, if that makes sense. Like a really dark-seated, powerful energy just flowing through someone. But that how they show up in the world, how they show up to others, like their look or whatever is very fragile and special or mystical, something like that. No. I hope my cat doesn't start going crazy on me right now. Okay, what else for the Virgo? Yeah, so anyway, 2 of Cups, so there's definitely a love situation here. Oh, is this something from the past that's going on? The 6 of Cups. A relationship from the past, a past love, like the fantasy, whimsical, mystical, like the moments where you are maybe, oh, I also feel strong melancholy. Strong melancholy. Like someone is sitting in the past and like it's a really heavy heart space. What else, please? Yeah, so reflecting on a relationship that you once had or a feeling that you once had, there is a choice that is being presented to you at this time about this past relationship, about this past love. So for the majority of you, you are probably in contact or not, but there is something about a past person. So your person, you have history with them. You may not currently be with them at this time, but maybe for some of you, they've come in suddenly, recently, and you've started to think about the option of revisiting this relationship. But the Two of Cups card here is making me feel there's a little bit of like game playing with this. It's like if somebody has this little bit of like dark, distorted fantasy like approach to love and relationship, or maybe there's a dark, distorted fantasy like approach to this specific relationship, right? Like for whatever reason, when the both of you come together, it creates this type of energy, and so I don't know if you're missing this energy, like you miss this person, you miss being in this type of relationship, or you're literally in it now. But there is a choice to be made here. I feel also that there's a lot of connection in the spiritual realm between the both of you. I don't know if this is like, if anybody is like a mystic, spiritual type of person, and you do a lot of maybe astral travel, or, you know, just even if it's just like meditation or daydreaming even, but you are going into a past moment, whether it be from this lifetime. For some of you, it could be like you picking up on a past life experience with a person. Maybe you feel connected to an energy that is not necessarily in your reality. I feel that also for some of you. Like this is where the thoughts go when you think about a person, or when you think about the feeling that you want to have in a relationship. Like this is the type of dynamic, this is the type of feeling you want to have from a person. What is in the Virgo's partner's energy? How are they feeling about love and relationship at this time, please? I can't say whether or not you two are together right now, just because there's such a strong history, past connection and energy coming through. Wow. Your person is like in love. Ace of Cups, the love card, essential love here. Okay, what else? Oh no, I'm not gonna have room. I wanted to do these readings before my roses completely died on me. Hopefully they last for all the videos and I can keep them on the camera. On camera. Okay. The Devil. Yeah, there's heavy indulgence here. Heavy indulging in this energy. It's like, it is rich, it is luscious, it is extremely sensual, could be very sexual, especially coming from this side here. I feel that this side really, really admires and thinks like is very attracted to this side as well. Because this person comes across like really mysterious and seductive, you know, but again, in a fragile, pure way, if that makes sense. And this person just wants to like hold on to it, or this person, and protect. And I'm also feeling like possess and like grab and control. Like, I don't know what you're going through, Virgo, but this person wants like control, like for this person to be theirs, if that makes sense. To own, like you're coming off as a sort of possession to this person. They want to own you. And you may be a little like unattainable, like too flighty, too like up in the air, too ethereal, too like you are an idea. You are a fantasy in the human form. Like you have come through, showed up to this person and this is like what their fantasy is. This is strong seductor, you know, like seductress, feminine. It could be male or female, but there is seduction here. I don't think it's necessarily like a seduction where it is malicious. I think you were born, you've always had this quality. You were born to be this way. You can't be any other way, if that makes sense. But there is strong love, strong desire, strong like indulging in thoughts. And if you are together in the physical realm, then there is a lot of sex or sexual experiences happening between the both of you, maybe. But yeah, you're dealing with somebody that is that has a very strong presence, that is also mysterious in their own right. That is they come across authoritative and a little serious, like intimidating also. Like the way they love could be intimidating. But there is pure love here from this person. And Six of Pentacles is like wanting to give and receive. They want there to be like the feelings to be the same between the both of you. Like what they want from you, they're hoping that you want the same thing. But they have a specific ideal of how they see you. They have some expectations based off of who you have presented yourself to be to them. However you have presented yourself to be to them, they expect that fully. You know, like they expect you to be completely like authentic in that way. They are trusting that that is who you are. So in the future, I'm also feeling if you come across another way, like say, because this is seductive energy, and the moves and the things that you say, the things that you do are from a seductive place, whether it is natural, it comes like second nature to you, or it is very, very intentional. You just want to be aware that they expect you to be like that at all times. Like they think that is who you are authentically. So if you show up any other way in the future, I would just be careful with them, because their standards are not going to be met, their expectations are not going to be met. And when the devil's expectations are not met, then you are going to meet up with the lower side of the devil, if that makes sense. All right, so let's move on, and let's, what am I doing? Okay, how does this side feel? How does Virgo feel about their partner? How do you feel about them? Okay. 6 of Swords. So you probably already feel like you are being possessed in some way, or controlled in some way. You may like it. I don't know. For some of you, there may be like this, yeah, like for some people, they do like to be in that type of relationship, and you know, that's just how they are. But yeah, so you feel as though, I don't know, like, hold on, let me sit with this for a bit. Like they make you feel like you have to put on a show. They make you feel like you have to show up a certain way, which I was already feeling. It's like they make you want to come out and express more of yourself. It's not that they make you want to do that. Like, you want to do that because you feel like you are being put in a box. You're on a pedestal. You are being showcased in some way. Like, to them, you are a possession. To them, you are valuable in that way. Like, because I said that you are their ideal, right? So they are putting you on a pedestal, taking care of you, making sure that you're not broken and nothing goes wrong. And, you know, they're probably constantly on you. And, you know, to where it can feel like you can't breathe. It can feel like they are too much. And part of you just wants to break free from that. And you may be contemplating like whether or not this is a relationship that you want to stay in, like whether or not you can continue to put this role on like forever. Like, you're thinking to yourself, can I ever just relax? Can I ever just like not put on the show? Can I ever just be me? Will they even love me and accept me if I show up as like more of myself? Without all of the act, without all of the fantasy, without all of the dark mystery, you know, like all of this mystical fantasy feelings that I'm getting here. Like, this is a production, this is a show, this is, you know, whoever this is probably likes that type of relationship and has that type of love language, or that turns them on, or something like that. And so at some point you're just like, I don't know if I can continue this, or All right, let's see what they want. No, how do they feel about you? All right, how does Virgo's person feel about them, please? Okay, the Eight of Wands, passion, strong passion. They probably have like a very strong Mars placement, like Mars Scorpio, Mars Aries. Strong passion. So you have the Eight of Wands and the Magician. So how do they feel about you? It's like their whole world revolves around you. It's like they think about you constantly. Everything is about you. Every move they make throughout when they're going about their day, you know, they probably buy you a lot of things. They probably, like, when they make their plans, they make plans that revolve around you and what you like to do, or always trying to incorporate you in their daily, you know, things that they have going on. If you guys don't live together, they probably always make time to stop by and check in on you, something like that. You probably get a lot of phone calls from them, a lot of text messages. They like to use all of their skills and, you know, the things that they are good at to keep you. You know, like, let's just say that because the devil is here, like, usually the devil, someone that's sitting in strong, you know, devil energy, they're usually very independent as far as, like, money goes. Like, they have a lot of money usually. Like, they're probably like a good business person. They're good with their finances. They invest their money. They make their money work for them. They probably have like really nice things. They live in a nice home, like whatever the case is. But they're using what they know that they are good at, or the things that they have, to their advantage when it comes to how they treat you. So they may spend a lot of money on you, right? Like buying you things. And I don't know, I feel that for some of you, they use money and their status in life and their, you know, sense of authority in life to their advantage, to keep you. Just as much as you come off as seductress, or seductor, like I'm feeling it more from a fragile place. And I don't think that it is malicious. I think that it is more natural based, like just you, this is how you are. I think that for them, it's also how they are, but they are more aggressive about it. They are more strategic about it as well. All right. What does Virgo want from this relationship? I do still think that there's love between the both of you anyway. I mean, you have the Two of Cups. They have the Ace of Cups. You feel that they, you know, that this thing is like you guys have had a previous lifetime together, or maybe several lifetimes together. That's why you feel a little bounded to them. Like, the both of you feel like you guys belong to one another. King of Swords. So what do you want from the relationship? I think you want a little bit more allowance to make decisions for yourself. I think you would like to be able to be more comfortable, to speak your mind more, and to show up with more authority for yourself. You know, like, get a little bit tougher, a little bit more sturdy, you know, not as breakable, not as fragile. Like, you want to show that you are stronger than you appear. You want to be able to communicate and not feel as though what you say is going to be dismissed or not taken at like not important. Like you want what you say, you want your thoughts and beliefs and all of that to be important. You want to rise up a little bit more in the ranking between the both of you. Like you may feel like they are over you and they control the dynamics or whatever. And for some of you, I do think that you are okay with that. Like this is the type of person that you are. So therefore, you know, like there's a sense of safety here and stability that this person gives you. But you just want to sort of balance out the ranking in a way and have more autonomy and authority for yourself, and not feel as though you are super fragile all the time. What does this person want from the relationship? Wow. Both of you have the same card, as in the things that you want. That is interesting. So King of Swords is very logical. They lead with their mind. They lead with their thoughts. They do not allow their emotions to run with them, like to distract them from anything. They don't allow distractions. They're very clear-headed, clear-minded, very focused. They're analytical. They're observant. They could be on the quiet side. They come off sometimes they come off unapproachable. Because they're so observant and, you know, they're always thinking about the situation that they're in or whatever. Like they could feel a little cold and intimidating as well to walk up to you and to start talking. They're not very chatty, you know, and they're not very like outgoing. And, you know, it's when they walk in the room, like you probably don't even know that they're there, right? Like, versus a King of Wands, when they walk in the room, it's like, whoa, like the whole room lights up and, you know, people see them coming. But the King of Swords is the one that is low-key. This is interesting because this is what the both of you want from the relationship. You want to be in an authoritative role. You want to be on top in some way. It's starting to make me feel like there is a little bit of game playing here as it relates to who can seduce who, or who can get the best of the other, or whose tactics are better, right? Like, let's do a little clarification before I go any further. Clarify the King of Swords cards, please. This is what both of these individuals want from the relationship. The Wheel of Fortune. So they want to go the next level. They want something to change. They want a little bit of a blessing. Give me another card. The Page of Wands. I think the both of you are very clear also about what it is that you do want. Like, you are clear that this relationship. Hold on. I need to sit with this for a bit. There's creation here as well. There's something that the both of you are really clear on. It's like almost as though you have made a pact with one another to create something out of this relationship. There is a sense of the universe, like, or not, because you two, I'm clarifying this. So there's a sense that you two are trying to make something happen. You're trying to, I'm also feeling, I don't know how this relates, and I don't even know if it relates to any of these cards, but I'm also feeling like you're trying to defy the odds. I don't know what that means. Like maybe you're like, it makes me feel like you know that this type of relationship, like with normal people or something, will like, it's not the typical type of relationship, right? Like something so intense and so dark and so seductive and so mystical and fantasy, like, you know, like these types of relationships are probably just ideals and fantasies, like not the type of relationships that are here on earth, like, you know, the society, what society deems as a relationship, or what your family thinks should be how you should be in a relationship. That's how I feel. Like the both of you have made a pact to defy the odds and show others and show yourselves even that you can have a strong, good quality relationship with all of these components that I just spoke about, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's something about defying the odds. There is definite soul tie here with this card. And then there's also being clear about some type of illusion that the both of you have. And I don't know if it's like you know that this is sort of delusional or something like that. Like there's a component here that is not, I don't know how I'm explaining my feelings about this. Like, you know that this is a fantasy, you know, this is a fantasy type of relationship. And you're trying to create and weave it into a realistic type of relationship. And whether the both of you in this lifetime have made a pact to do that, or in a previous lifetime have made a pact to do that, that's like you're on the same page there when it comes to that, if that makes sense. All right, let's get some more info and go into more details. What is the bridge here? What is bridging and keeping these two together? Get more information about the details of this relationship, please. Then you have the King of Swords again with the Ace of Cups again. Yeah, you guys are clear on your love. Like, you know that there is deep love here. That's not something that is part of the illusion. That's not something that is part of the delusion. That you know to be true no matter what. And maybe that's what the Kings are bringing to the table, is like, as far as what you want from this relationship. Like, y'all are super clear on the fact that y'all love each other. What else, please? What is the bridge for this couple? On the same page. That's what keeps y'all together. This is the bridge pulling y'all together. You see this from the same perspective. You both sort of want the same types of things. I do think that this person, although they wants the same type of relationship, would prefer to have just a little bit more say so, and a little bit more, like, to feel that they are stronger than they appear, that they are stronger than this person allows them to be. I think if that's the only thing that would make like the difference between the two, because there's so much similarity here between the both of you. I mean, yes, you show up very differently. One is more, I would say one is more masculine, the other one's more feminine, just, you know, despite how you actually see that. Like, it's a feminine, masculine is just an energetic thing. It doesn't have to be like female and male. But one is definitely more aggressive, definitely more assertive, more in control. And the other one is the more passive one. Yeah, here's the Six of Cups again. You are on the same page as it relates to what you consider, like what you want out of family, out of love, out of relationship. You understand that you have history with this person, that there is soul ties. There's a karmic soul bond very strongly here. Lover speaks for itself. The World. And Judgment. So you are aware that, yeah, and it also feels like there's work to be done in this lifetime between the both of you as well. And I may say that a lot for different, like, especially in the love readings, or when I'm reading for two different people in a relationship. But I do think that there's work to be done. Like, there's a purpose here that you two have. And it's more from a darker place. Like, maybe the both of you do work on the darker sides of yourselves, or you reside more in the darker sides of yourselves. But this relationship, like for these three cards to be here at the bottom of the foundation of the relationship itself, it's super strong. Super strong. So if you ever feel like you are just tired or engulfed in the relationship dynamics because they're so intense and there's so much meaning, the both of you have probably, you know, like really in-depth, like deep type of personalities that create so much of this heavy emotion and heavy presence. And there's a lot of weight here to this relationship with these huge cards here at the bottom of the foundation. So there may be times where you do feel like, I just need to breathe. I need to like come up for light, you know, every once in a while, because you're in the dark. It reminds me of like the Hades Persephone myth, you know, like just being in the underworld, but there being this strong love, like between the both of them, right? Like they know, like they are in love. There's nothing that can change that. Like they are bound to each other forever, and they are okay with that. Like that's what they want, right? Like so it does give me that feeling, that big strong type of love here, which is beautiful. I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing. I don't know, I mean, if I need to clarify, I would probably just clarify a little bit more of this and the Devil, just to make sure that everything is okay, because the Devil shows up, right? Let's go into this. The Virgo feeling like there's a choice or an option that they have to get away from feeling, I don't know, just bound, I guess. I was talking about, when I was talking about these two cards, how this person is always feeling like they have to put on a show and they have to play the part. And sometimes this person does want to just relax and you know, not like, if this is the female, right, in the dynamic here, and I'm seeing like they have to be the perfect ideal type of wife or girlfriend, or, you know, whatever the female role. And so every day they have to show up, they have to dress up, they have to be appropriate, they have to, you know, make sure that the home is presentable, like doing all the female parts that society says that they have to be like. And maybe this more masculine energy loves that and wants that in them. There is a sense of just sometimes like not wanting to do that. Sometimes, you know, they do get a little tired of it and they wish that they can just settle into who they are and you know, hopefully feel accepted and loved by their other person when they do show up in that way. That hurts their feelings. I do feel that there's a sense of like, yes, even though they like the relationship dynamic and they are super in love with their person, it hurts their feelings that they have to play this role. And I don't know if they have spoken about it to the person, but yeah, like they want to feel equal, you know? They don't want to feel like they always have to show up a certain way to make this person happy. They want to feel that they can just be them and their person will be happy regardless with them. There's a new start of some sort here. Ooh. The High Priestess comes up. I would say that at some point this person may actually make that choice. So the Two of Pentacles, there's like juggling here between being my authentic self and showing up as my person's person, right? Like the identity. Like, am I me for who I am? Is that who I am? Like, or am I my husband's wife? Or am I my wife's husband, right? Like the identity of who this person shows up as. Does that make sense? Like, are they authentic to themselves and they show up as who they are? Or when they show up, is it, I am my husband's wife, right? Just as an example. So I do think that at some point, you know, they're hurt by it. And maybe they have already brought it up, especially if they're not the passive aggressive type, but maybe they have already brought it up, and you know, this person is set in their way and set in the fact that no, like, this is our life, this is how things are, this is how things need to be, this is what I like, this is what I created, whatever. And at some point they may decide to really like show up in their full power and break free of this type of constraint that the relationship has put them in, or that this person has put them in, and follow their authenticity and be who they are. This person may also have some sort of like gift as it relates to like intuitive type of gifts in some way. Their higher self is telling them that there's a new start for something, a new opportunity for them to show up in a new way. Their higher selves, for some of you, it could be the fact that like you are weighing out your options. And like you may want a new start, like to get out of this relationship someday, because you don't feel seen, you don't feel equal sometimes in this relationship. Although you love the person deeply, you love the person madly, like, you know, it's just this part of it is not allowing you to be your full self, you know. I do want to clarify this, please. I just want to see if your person, how your person feels about this. If they even know that you feel like that, or, yeah, no, they're not budging. It doesn't seem that way. That's probably why you're heartbroken about it, because they're not willing to accept that. They're very stead in their ways. What else? The Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, the bottom. There's a little stubbornness here. They have a direction. I don't know, there's some fights. This person can be a little aggressive, I would say. Oh no, wait, did I say 6? This is 4. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person can be a little aggressive. They're not going to budge. This is what they want. They're a little stubborn. Like, this is what they want in the type of home, the type of relationship, the life. This is what makes them happy, this vision, this type of life that they're creating. And they're trying to manifest with that Magician card under here. They're trying to manifest a new passion that can bring some sort of money and value to their life right now. Or maybe that's what you do to them, because these two cards under here are clarifying how they feel about you. Like, again, going back to them seeing you as someone that they have on a pedestal, as a possession. So they see you as, you know, their ideal. They're creating this life that they have in their mind. It's coming to life. Their fantasy is coming to reality. And they see you as that opportunity to create this passion, like fantasy that they've always wanted, and bring it to reality. So again, going back to the pact of, you know, defying the odds and pushing through and making this type of life, whatever type of life it is. I do feel it's a little dark though, and bringing it to life in the 3D. But at the same time, it's getting to a point where it's all about them. It's all about that. And you are just like, I need to break away. I need to start something new. I need to be who I am. And if I'm not allowed to be who I am, someday you may decide to leave this relationship if they're not allowing you to be who you are. So, yeah. And that's why the choice is coming up here. And knowing that there is something from the past. Like, of course, I already said that this is a past life, past, you know, you have a past together. But there's also something about yourself as well. Like maybe how when you were growing up, like as a child, as a teenager, a young adult, like you saw this certain type of life for yourself. And like maybe you're going back to that and sort of reminiscing about how and why you wanted this type of life. Like, I remember I used to be this type of person. I remember I used to, you know, have these intuitive qualities. I remember that I was more in touch with myself and I followed my intuition, and I was more in authority of my own life at some, in those days. Now I am just my person's wife. Now I am just my person's husband. I am not who I was before. And I feel like you want to break free of this constraint that you're in and this role that you're playing in an effort to be more authentic. So, we're already at 50 minutes. Just get a little bit of universal feedback from the oracle here. Anything else that the universe wants to bring up for the Virgo in this relationship, please? Control tactics, which we spoke about already with the seductive qualities here, especially like on both sides, actually. Distance. Somebody wanting distance to get away and following their purpose. One more. Venus, love, offer. I know it doesn't say love there, but there is an offer here. Yeah, like I said, there is love. The feminine is at the bottom. So there's something just eating at you. Something is calling you from within. Your instincts, your intuition, your higher self. They're just telling you there's something else that you need to do in this lifetime. Whether it is with this person or not. But there's something that you need to do, and you need to follow that calling. Okay? So for some of you, you don't have to necessarily leave this person. It just depends on how, much of a control person this is. Like it could be something to where your sole purpose is calling at you to do something else in this lifetime that has nothing to do with the relationship. For some of you, it does have to do with the relationship and to create distance so that way you can follow your purpose here. So it's up to you on how you want to approach that and, how it plays out. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what this is about. I would love to see your story if you are inclined to do that. But I do hope that you were able to gain some insight from this message today. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like the video if you got something out of it. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Check out your moon, your sun, your rising signs, or your partner signs. I will continue on with this love series throughout the next few days, so they should be out soon. Although I do have to do the weekly reading, so that may take a little bit of time as well. But yeah, just look out for the videos to come up soon. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. See you next time.